Everybody, Joshua Fitzstewart here, bringing you a whole new video. Look, 700 gallons, getting ready to go into the new home. If I did or didn't make the video, because they're all shot out of order like your favorite TV show, I don't remember if I said I moved in or not and finally got my new home. But I did, and we're moving that bad boy in there. It's 10 feet long by 30 by 4 feet deep, so about 700 gallons. Pure monster. I already built the stand. I'll probably put in a video for that build or throw it in this one, depending how it works. But I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned, and I'm gonna get as much video of me moving this thing and setting it up as possible. Thank you again, and I'll see you in a minute.
That just looks disgusting.
We want to turn it around.
All right, look at this. 10 feet by 4 feet by 30 inches with, as you can see, a wood stand. It's hard to get this all in the camera. That is a 125 underneath that I'll have for the sump. All my pipes and drains are inside, so there'll be nothing hanging on the back. Everything goes out and in. So that's beautiful. It should be a lot cleaner. Once again on this channel, we make the impossible possible, or do something that people haven't done. I have not seen anybody on YouTube make a stand for a 700 gallon or anything above 300 gallons. So you've seen it first here. Now, plywood aquariums, yes, are all wood, but the stand and tank is braced in one. So there's no separation. And they do have a lot of wood on there. So if you want to say, oh, they've been doing it, whatever the case may be, either way, yeah, a nice wood stand for a tank. You don't have to go metal. Well, let's hope so, because if this fails, 700 gallons will be all over my floor. Yeah, my carpet's church carpet, but I still need to keep it. All right, I gotta finish it. I gotta do this truss and that truss right there. But other than that, I'm basically done, and I'll start the plumbing to go in there, fill it up with media. I have my pumps to go back in and come out, and we'll be good to go. Also, I will be buffing this tank, so it is dirty. I have to clean it, I have to buff it, and be ready to go. Hopefully I can do it all today, but we'll see. Also, remember, everything is going in this tank. My arowana, my African lungfish, all my cichlids, they're going into this tank. I have some ideas for what I'm gonna do. It should be real simple, but we'll see how it goes. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll put the plumbing in this video too. So stay tuned for that. When I do the plumbing later on today, I'll show that. So we're not really long in this video, so I'll just keep going. So this is what it looks like. It getting waxed. I'm not a pro. This is the second tank I've done, so we'll see how it turns out. If pros look at it, they'll be like, hey, he probably didn't spend too much time on this. No, I didn't. It was a billion, jagillion, quadrillion degrees in there. It was hot. So yeah, I did my best for right now. I have to get this up ASAP. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna wipe it all down, and then I'm gonna do the front side. So stay tuned. Okay, here we go. I'm adding water. We're almost filled up to the top right there. It actually is nice and clear, so just that buffing did wonders. Here's what my plumbing looks like. Oh, you can barely see it. I'll try to get in another video and shine some light on there. But we'll come to this side. Underneath, I might add some more braces just because, but there hasn't been any cracks or anything, any real loud creaks whatsoever. So I think we're golden. Unless it's waiting to do one big one and the whole front blows out. But so far we look good. So I'm gonna wait till it fills up a little more, and then I'll show you when it's going underneath and when I pump it back up. So stay tuned for that. All right, so I ended up passing up the tank. The one on your left is actually where it was leaking. And that one right there is where it started to open up. So I was like, I might as well do both. I never did it before. There is bubbles a little bit. Like, it's not the best job. I gotta get on my ladder. Okay. See, there's bubbles. I fixed it a little bit in there. It's not the best job in the world, but I believe it'll get the job done, you know? So, I have not done it before. It's not too bad. There was only like one video, and that was Ohio Fish Rescue that did it. And they had a long piece, like went all the way down there. So I just have my two small pieces. Hopefully it works. And yeah, next, this is a full day, I believe. So I'll show you in 3 days and fill it up and see how it goes. Okay, so for some reason, I don't know what happened to my film where I had this thing leaking, but it leaked. And I showed footage of me putting those blocks there in the corner. But yeah, so stuff is gonna skip, don't worry about it. It was leaking, I drained it. All right, here we go. So we're filling it up for the second time. My plumbing is all down there. I got valves open and shut and everything. So even if it still comes up there, I can shut it from coming in and from going out. So that's gonna be a huge plus. Let's see, let's come over here. So right there and there's where it was dripping. And it looks good so far. Like I said, the seam is not perfect by any means at all. But it's holding water, and that's all that we're gonna use it for. So I'm not too mad at all. I'll just let you know how it goes. Also, since I'm right here, I got my elephant ears, which I've wanted these for a long time. So I got these. I'm gonna add them to the tank. I can't wait for you guys to see what it's gonna look like. But first, we gotta fill it up, turn everything on, see if that doesn't leak, cross your fingers, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, we're all filled up. Everything is moving. There's no leaks. Oh, you see these little shut-off valves, one right there, and one right there? They're not shut-off valves, they're check valves. I totally forgot to put those on when I was doing the system. So water was coming back from the output. Oh, I should close that. I'm blind. It's all right, you can see. My water was coming out. It was coming back out from the outputs. And yeah, it was draining into my sump down here. And just imagine this much water from here to here. That's probably 50 plus gallons, plus the big tubes, the water's going in. That could have been really bad. So I fixed that problem. There's no leaking anywhere. This is where the leak was, right here. No leak. No leak on that side. So we're ready to go. I'm gonna put these in there. So I have some fine mesh cloth that I ordered on Amazon, and these pads that were actually too small to put in my sump. So I'm actually gonna take these, and I have enough to go on both sides, and I'm gonna put them in each one of these. Let's come over here because of the glare. Each one of these overflows. So I'm gonna put them in there. So I'm gonna put the fine one at the bottom where the hole is. I mean the coarse one, the more coarse little square black pads at the bottom where the hole is, and the fine on top. So yep. Obviously it's usually reversed, but how the water's gonna flow, and my tubes are coming back in, I can't really put the black ones on top. I mean, we'll see how it works, but you know, the soft one can be on top, so it's a lot quieter. And then plus we'll add more filtration down there. So yeah, let me get it done and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So I have some live rock, or where it used to be. It came with the tank when I got it. It was already like this. The guy who bought it had tons of it, and he didn't do anything with it, and he sold it to me, so it's been like this. I'm gonna use it instead of lava rock. I'm gonna put it down there, so I'll get lots of live bacteria, and then I'll be able to stack up all the pads that I have up there too for my filtration. I'll be able to put that in there and actually stack it up between the rocks. I'll show you guys how I'm gonna do it, but these are the rocks. I'll probably put this big one like inside the tank. Yeah. Ow! Hopefully it gets softer, because I don't want my fish, like my lungfish, to get stuck on that. I'll probably just use some of the smoother ones like this inside the tank, just so that some of my smaller fish have places to hide. Because as you guys know, I have my African lungfish I'm putting in here, and my red-tailed catfish I'm putting in here. So my smaller fish have to be able to get away from those guys, and this will do it. So let me put it in, and I'll see you guys in a second. So I put the rocks in, and I put we've got the biological and mechanical, right? So I got it on both sides, because the water's coming in from that side and that side. And then I end up getting 2 pumps to pump the water back in for one side and the other, because I have these valves right here, these check valves, so it made it kind of hard to push water in. And I had to change them, because them sideways, the water would just leak in and go down, especially from this one. And when they're like this, the water pushes the valve down so it doesn't push in here. So that's what it looks like on both sides. And underneath, looks like that. I got my 2 pumps in there. Hopefully you can hear me. And they're pulling the water through that side, pulling it in. I have 2 coarse ones. And that, and then the same on that side. And that's what it looks like. So I'll try to get a more detailed, this is what it looks like. So if anybody wanted to see this, and I'll try to make its own video on how I did it. But that's what it looks like. And everything is all right for the beginning. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it run, do a little more tests, stop the water, fill it up as much as I can, whatever the case may be. And then, yeah, we're gonna add fish. But we're gonna cut the video off right now and just make it 2 videos because I'm pretty sure it's super long. So thank you guys for sticking with it. I hope you learned something. If you wanna see me break this down on how I did either the stand or the tank or the filtration, I'm gonna do the filtration by itself because there's not a lot of people on YouTube. Go look up how to make a sump, and they don't make them like this. They like to do the up and down and around, and some people can't do that. Like I couldn't right now. So I'll make a separate video on that. Other than that, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and the second video is coming. See ya.